maybe I'll fall out.
We finally reached 1,000 subscribers. We decided to go to a place that not many people go to. We're not sure what to expect on this island that we'll be flying to this morning, but that is going to be our celebration. I just need to quickly go to Beard Papa, because each time there's a massive queue, but today there's nobody.
We're running a bit late for our flight, so once we get to our gate, we'll explain what we are doing today.
Okay, now that we've managed to make it to our gate, we'll explain. Let's see what this Beard Papa sponge thing is. Exactly what I was expecting. Creamy and spongy and fluffy and crunchy on the outside. Definitely worth it, and I understand why people just wait there in line for maybe like about 30 minutes or something like that. Great.
Today we're going to Kalimantan, which is on Borneo Island, an island that is shared between 3 different countries: Indonesia, Malaysia and Brunei. We're not sure of what to expect, because it's a not so popular destination in Indonesia and there's not that much information online. So we're really excited.
First impressions of Kalimantan. It's very hot here. Really hot. Hotter than Jakarta. The airport is small, which is nice because there's like just 4 conveyor belt things, so it's very easy to find our bag, at least I think. Impatient guys, I guess. So we landed in APT Pranoto Airport, which is about 1 hour away from the city of Samarinda. And like any other airport, there's a load of taxi drivers, a load of taxi stands. Although they asked us for a taxi, they weren't like these touts just pushy and pushy, they asked and that's it. And there is a stand of the Damri bus, which is like a local bus. There's in Jakarta, under the cities, it's a popular bus. But we were told that it's under maintenance, whatever that means. I have no idea. So maybe it's true, maybe it isn't. But anyway, we've got a 1 hour ride and we're going to try and book a Grab taxi now, which is going to cost about 135,000 IDR. That is about roughly $6 or $7 or $8, about $8 I think. So we'll be heading towards the Grab taxi stand, which is just a short walk from the arrival place. And I think we must have arrived. Took like maybe 1 minute. Yesterday afternoon we landed in Samarinda, which is the capital city on the east side of Kalimantan. Now, something about this place is that Samarinda sits directly on the equator, and what that means is that we're always closer to the sun, so it's extremely hot here, very humid. There's even a tropical climate, so it rains a lot. And the truth is, Samarinda isn't the easiest place to plan, and the main reason is that not many tourists come here. There's a lack of information online, so when we arrived here we didn't quite know what to expect. What we did know is that it's a city, so like any other city we're expecting these busy streets, a lot going on, vibrant, loads of people walking around. But Samarinda didn't turn out exactly as we were expecting. The streets were rather quiet. Where we're staying it's extremely quiet and there's nothing going on. So it seems like a rather sleepy place.
And now it's stopped raining and we're going to a different area. This area is close to the Mahakam River, which is a highlight here in East Kalimantan. And there's also this street, Lampung Mangkurat, which is famous for good food and good restaurants. Perhaps this is the area that is the busiest here in Samarinda city.
Today we're trying out this new taxi service app, which is called Maxim. It's sort of the same thing like Grab, but the prices seem to be cheaper and the cars are cooler. Like we're in this nice fancy car with like a sofa on the top. Thank you. That was an honest guy. I dropped the 2,000, he gave it to me. So now it is apparent that we misjudged this place. It isn't as sleepy as we thought, and where we are right now is actually quite busy. Today for lunch we've came to this nice restaurant, and what they serve here is sort of like a masakan padang. And we've got various things in our dish right now, and two of the main things and highlights are typical foods of Kalimantan, and those are ikan haruan gabus, which is fish, and then we've got nasi kunyit, which is rice cooked in turmeric. This looks really great. Nice and spicy with all that sambal. There's a traditional food here. It's fish with some really great and nice sauce over it. Beef. And some sort of gravy, so let's taste this. Really nice and tender. Again, it's got a bit of a sweet taste, but it's not spicy. It's probably some of the most tender meat I've had here in Indonesia. Photo time. You're coming for the photo then? Photo. Video. Warung
Rahmadu.
Warung Rahmadu.
Yeah.
Bagus.
Thank you.
Okay, then bye.
Bye.
Bye. Samarinda sits right next to this massive river, and from that river big ships pass, boats, and there's one ferry that goes all the way up the river and passes through these nice villages of the Dayak traditional people here in Kalimantan. And what we're doing now is going down the river to check what time those ferries are. We'll be using one of these local buses here, which we have no idea how much they cost, but we're just assuming that the price will be about like other places. See how much that will cost. We've got the money. 10? 10, I think that is a lot. So here, see if there's 10 there. Probably that's a lot because we paid about 13 for a taxi for about the same distance. And what we're doing now is heading towards the river. Hopefully we can figure out from where this local ferry passes and the times and prices and everything else, because in the coming days we're planning to do a few day tour up the river. It's not an actual tour, it's just using the local transport what we'll be doing, and hopefully it will work out a lot cheaper than the actual tourist tours that do this thing, because there is tours for tourists but they're extremely expensive. So far every person we've asked has either tried to sell us a speedboat, a tourist boat, or either even a bus for some reason. The problem is that this local ferry apparently leaves very early in the morning, like about 6 o'clock. So we need to sort this thing out before it gets dark, so we'll avoid all the hassle and complications so early in the morning. We're not sure if we'll actually manage to find where this boat leaves from, but what we're going to do now, and what we usually do, is go to a cafeteria that is run by some young local guy. Usually those people that run these cafeterias are always honest and are always happy to help out. So a guy is going to be so helpful to show us where the port is.
Thank you. Irwan.
Irwan.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks to Irwan, we managed to find the port where we'll be getting the ferry upstream the Mahakam River.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
See you then.
Yes.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Very nice guy. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
He just took us about a 20-minute ride away from here where he was, just to show us where this spot is, so we can manage to get the ferry tomorrow morning maybe. Wrong place for sure, because this is the police station. So we just came into a police station to try and get a ferry. But for sure Google Translate got it all wrong. We're drawing a map now of the river. Very friendly policeman. Okay, thank you. I know, almost fell like usual. And we're going to see the ferry now. We'll go and see where we'll be going to sleep for the next days on this boat.
As you see the situations, which one do you like to stay? Means that very simple. Is it okay?
And this is the sleeping
Very
area here.
simple.
So directly on here? I see. Yes.
Unless you have these. But you don't
Yeah,
have.
yeah, like mattress.
Ah.
But you, this is theirs, no? The passengers.
Let me ask firstly. But I'm not sure whether is it valuable or not.
Okay.
Let me ask firstly.
Ah, there's fans. Ah, okay.
Are you okay with this? Oh.
Once done.
Okay. Kak Karano, ini ada bantalnya ke matrasnya? Ini lacinya. The mattress.
Okay, so at least there's mattresses as well.
Not here, right there.
So we won't be sleeping directly on the wood because there's mattresses, and my biggest concern was the heat. But there's loads of fans, so that will help a lot. Friendly Indonesian police. That's true. Count on it.
We just came back to our accommodation and today we're speechless with the amount of help and hospitality we received from the police.
Yes, they took care of everything and explained every single detail about this ferry that we want to take upstream the Mahakam River. Just to give you a perspective of what happened is there was this one guy, this police officer, which spoke good English, and because the first officers didn't really speak English, they called him, and the English-speaking officer was on his way to meet his sister who is pregnant. And he just made a U-turn just to come and help us. He even brought some snacks with him, like a pastry thing and a sweet thing and some water. And he even went completely out of his way to bring us back to our hotel. Like when he was telling me this, I was on my way home and they called me to come and it's really urgent, because that's what the police officers told him. And he was bringing us back to our hotel. That made me feel extremely bad, but I was telling him this and he just told me, oh, don't worry, we're here to help you, we are the friendly policeman. And I can guarantee that the police here are we've got no words. It's not normal. This thing just isn't normal. It's just sort of, we felt it was too much, but I think for here it's just something they like to do.
That's true.
So that is our experience, and if it wasn't for these police officers, we probably wouldn't have managed to put together this trip, because even the police officer was telling us why do you want to go there? What do you want to go there for? Just go somewhere closer to here. This isn't normal that you're going there. So in the following days, expect this not so normal video, because the place that we're going to isn't normal according to this great police officer.
A normal place for tourists to go.
Yes, it's not normal.
On their own.
Just there's no reason for tourists to go there. But we like a bit of adventure, we like different things, so we'll be going upstream on this local ferry boat and sleeping there.
There is a reason to go, because you want to see the dayaks.
Yes, there is a reason to go, but apparently for him you could see the dayaks closer to here. And
yes, it's true.
Yes, because there's some dayaks just you go by car about 1 hour away, and it's a lot less challenging, it's a lot easier to get there, and it's a lot more normal for people to do that kind of thing. But as we said, we're not normal.